Good morning to all. I am Ms. Valida, Corporate Training and Placement Officer. As you all have been shortlisted for the Cognizant, as per the rules of the Cognizant, the first and the foremost round that you will be having is the communication round. Now, earlier for this Cognizant drive, most of the students used to clear the written test. Later, they are supposed to take this communication round. Nowadays, most of the companies are going to take this communication round in the name of Wharton test for emphasis, Capgemini and Allium, or they are going to call it as SWAL round. Okay? So whatever may be the name for it, but the purpose or the objective of this round is, as we the Indians are not able to catch the proper pronunciation. Do you agree with me? For example, take we the Indians, especially the Rayalaseema or the Andhra how do we speak? We speak something like class. It is not like a class, it is a class. Or dance, we are saying. It is not dance, it is dance. I am going to college. See, people love to speak in English. The moment I say English, people say, it's an English. No, it's not an English. It is English, which is a nasal sound to be produced. In order to get that nasal sound to be produced, we conduct this communication round where the client has to understand your pronunciation and there should be a proper communication between you and the client. Isn't it? Yes. So for that reason, we must be very strong with the three components, that is your grammar, vocabulary and pronunciation. These three components are very important and plays a pivotal role in this version or communication round. Many companies give different names, but the objective of this event or the objective of this round is to understand the candidates' language skills. Means how strong you are. How strong you are in the LSRW skills. As you all know that LSRW means listening, speaking, reading and writing. Good. So as we have to focus on all these four skills in order to have a command on this. Now the moment I say, what is this? How do you pronounce? Yes, Mr. Pramod, please pronounce this word. How do you do? It is listening. It is not listening, it is listening. That is za sound. It is listening, not listening. So when I listen something, I must able to answer to the client. So you get the clients from all over the globe. You may have an European client, you may have your American, you may have your French or any other clients. If I am not going to understand the proper language, what happens? There may be a gap between you and the. So there comes the communication gap. If the company is going to invest something on the project and if I am not able to answer the client properly, it simultaneously affect you as a professional as well as the company to grow. So in order to understand that, most of the companies are going to conduct this communication round as an elimination round. Friends, please underline this. It is an elimination round. Most of the companies are going with the elimination round where the students are supposed to secure minimum of 60 to 65% of scale. 60 to 65. There are many portals of language where we are supposed to take on like Pearson, tools or the others, where we can practice in the YouTube. So now for example, the moment I ask you the spelling, language, what do you say? You are saying as language. I don't agree as a language. It is language. When you write in phonetics, it is supposed to be addressed as language. In the phonetics, you are going to write as language. Okay. So this is what is expected for us. So that you have to be very clear what you are supposed to say. For example, there will be different parts. There will be having like 6 parts depending on the company. So some companies will conduct like 4 parts. So in these 4 parts, what you will be having? You will be having listening. You are supposed to speak on something. You have to read, and obviously it may not be writing, but you have to put it on a paper and you have to reread again. For example, I am going to say that I am going to college. So while you are going to read this first part, this is the first part of the communication room. Listen or read the following sentences. So when you are going to read the sentence, you will be getting the instructions. Based on these instructions, you have to read all the 10 sentences. These 10 sentences or 20 sentences will be either in the portal or you will get an email. So how this process happens, I will explain you later. But in today's class, I am going to focus to you how to pronounce or how to read the proper sentence. In order to read this proper sentence, for example, how do you read this sentence?
I am going to college.
I am going to college. Do you agree with me that if I am going to say that I am going to college, do you feel interest to listen to it? You obviously know that, but when you come for the people, I am going to college. It's not college, it is college. You might have heard in the movies, college days. How do they say? College. So make your language stylish. Make your English language as style as you are. That is the thing that we need. For example, environment is very cool today. We all know that. This word is uttered as environment. But what do we pronounce? Environment. Whose mistake is this? Though we know the proper pronunciation, we are not able to take it granted because we are all Indian speakers. But in the global market, what we are expecting for the software companies, they what we require is having the received pronunciation. That is RP. What we call as the RP. Means the standard English. Undoubtedly, Americans have their own accent. Britishers have their own accent, French have their own accent, Australia and many more. But to have a uniformity, what we are looking at, we are going to follow the standard English which we call generally as received pronunciation. Now, you people will have a question. Is it pronunciation or pronunciation? While you are uttering, you need to maintain the proper stress. What is stress? Applying your chest pulse on a particular syllable. Applying a chest part means applying a force on a chest part. For example, pronunciation. Will it be fine? No. If I say pronunciation, so what exactly the syllable is that you have to identify. So no doubt in your first year, you have read that what are the rules for the syllable in your English laboratory. So in that case, you are going to pronounce this word as pronunciation. But whereas if you take a noun as P-R-O-N-U-N-C-E, it is pronounce. It is not pronounce. Don't get confused, my friends. It is not pronounce. There you are going to say as pronounce. Whereas here it is not pronunciation, it is pronunciation. There are n number of common English words in our day-to-day life where we are expected to practice. So this way here, you will be getting in the first part, that is read the following sentences. And coming to the part B, you will be having listen and read. You have to listen and read. How many